Tash, coming towards the end of 2023 now, having time to reflect on the season so far, what have you made of your time here so far?
Yeah, I think, if you had asked me at the start of the season kind of where would it be at Christmas, I would have snapped your hand off in terms of the position where we are. I think we've had an incredible start to the season. I think in terms of recruitment, like the staff have picked some unbelievable characters and players, and it's just allowed us to have this really good group that wants to work and fight for each other. And equally, I think we've put some amazing performances on the pitch as well. So overall, a really positive start, but also there's plenty of things for us to work on, which we know we're going to go away in the new year and work on those to try and keep up the performances and have a positive 2024 as well.
You joined in the summer. You fit in seamlessly with the culture of the club and the team. How much have you enjoyed your time on Wearside so far?
I've been absolutely loving it. It was a massive choice to move away from home and move away from family, but it's one where I felt super welcome here. As I just mentioned, the girls are amazing, the staff as well. It just feels like home. It feels like I've been here for years. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. I feel kind of reborn in terms of my football, and I just feel like I've been able to grow and I can find areas that I need to work on, and I feel like I've got the right support to go ahead and do that. So yeah, credit to Mel and Steph for creating the environment that they've got. I think it's brilliant, really, yeah.
You mentioned the environment there, the players that were brought in the summer as well. How much do you think that togetherness in the squad's been a catalyst for where we are on the table as well?
Yeah, I think it's super important. I think it could have taken us some time to settle, but I think ultimately you can see from results that we pretty much settled straight away. Having a good culture and a good environment and a good set of girls that are all on the same page is going to be pivotal to kind of finish this season and finish as high as we can. And that's the aim that all the girls want. We've had a taste of success, and that's what we want to kind of build on now. Of course, there's always kind of people challenging each other within the team, but I think that's a really positive thing to have. And everyone respects each other enough to kind of listen to each other's thoughts or opinions. And I think that's super important. You've got to thrash these things out. It's not perfect all the time, and I think we do that really well within the group as well.
So far this season, you've been in the heart of midfield, you've slotted in defence when needed, and you've got your fair share of goals and assists as well. So how much have you been pleased with your contribution to the team so far?
Yeah, super pleased. Week in, week out, I just want to be consistent. I just want to kind of bring a good level of performance each week. I kind of have a laugh and a joke with the other girls that I'm a bit of like a mop and bucket as such, and just kind of tidy up as and when I need to. But to have those assists and those goals as well is something that I really wanted to add to my game, and I feel like I've been allowed to have that kind of freedom to do so. But equally, I just want to be putting in a good enough performance, and if that's good enough to get a result and help to contribute to the result, that's what's most important. So if I can carry on doing that in the new year, I will do. And equally, working with the staff, like looking at clips and seeing what I can improve, it's just I'm hungry to do that, so I want to keep carrying on doing that into the new year for sure.
As well as that aspect of your game, you also made vice captain a few weeks ago alongside Bree, a role that you're familiar with, but how much have you enjoyed that leadership part of the game? Yeah,
I've really enjoyed it. Me and Bree probably play like a mixture of like good cop, bad cop, and it's really good. And the girls are really receptive as well. They want to be hyped, they want to be motivated. Before the game in training, we all take it in turns to kind of get each other up for the games ahead. It's something that I'm working on a bit more as well, to be as good of a leader as I can be, and equally it's great to have Bree kind of leading the line and leading the way, and I feel like we have a really good relationship. But also it's equal to see that there's a lot of other leaders in the group, whether that be loud, whether that be silent leaders through the hard work and graft that they put in, like come a match day. So I'm really, really enjoying my role, and I want to continue kind of enjoying the role and keep bringing what I can really to the table, and how can we get the best out of each other. That's what we want to look to do.
We've had a really positive start of the season. We've had a lot of good results, but are there any games or highlights from your start of the season that you particularly enjoyed?
I think we've had some great results in terms of Southampton away, winning 1-0 against, at the start, they were the league contenders, to go on and win the title. I think that was a great result, one of our furthest travels, from Sunderland to Southampton. It's a long way, and I think credit to the girls for being able to go and do that. Equally, it's good to be how we've had good progression in the Cup as well, both the Conti Cup and the FA Cup, and I think it's great to see those girls that maybe not coming on week in, week out to go and put a good performance in those games against good opposition. I think it's quite hard maybe to pick an overall winner for that, but I think every game has brought positives and good memories as well.
Finally, heading towards the new year 2024, is there any ambitions that you've got going into the rest of the season and for the new year?
I think we just want to go and win as many games as possible in 2024. Use the resources and the facilities that we've got to go and do that. There's definitely a belief there. The fans have been brilliant as well. I think they've probably been quite surprised and shocked in terms of how well we have performed, but now you can see that week in, week out at Appleton and even on the away trips, there's so much support there for us, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So hopefully we can bring good performances in the new year and finish the league as high up as possible. It's there to be had. It's very tight, the league, and I just know that if we can put in good performances like we have been doing, who's to say that we can't go and do something special next year.